Hey, good evening. Welcome to week number 4. Hard to believe this week is already upon us, which means we're almost at the halfway point. It goes by so fast, doesn't it? So, just a quick upgrade of your assignments for this week. You have your reading questions that you're going to be doing. They're located right here. These are based off of chapter 7 and 8. So please make sure you provide detail for each of those questions. And then we reach part 2 of your biblical covenant project. So after you kind of went through the scriptural understanding of it, we're now going to start to see what research has to say about these particular covenants. Now, what you're going to do is expand that knowledge by looking at other sources that address the particular covenant. So you want to kind of give information about the covenants. So you want to find 5 reliable and strong sources that are discussing your topic. And remember, the topic is this: the main aspects of each covenant as presented in the Bible, how the covenant is important to understand, standing God's relationship with his people. And you really want to focus on 4 covenants, how they relate to each other. So what I would do is you can use NC Live as a website that is helpful, but you can also do a Google search, and I'll try to do just a quick Google search for you. And let's just say the Davidic covenant, and just a quick Google search is going to show a lot of different things. Now, one of the things that we want to start looking at is finding reliable sources. And I always like .orgs. Those are usually really good, where you could go and here's a .org. Here's a .org that you could look at. .coms are good. This is Christianity.com is a good one to kind of help us understand. Here's a video that has illustration on it, but then it's got some readings that you can do to help you understand that particular covenant. So this would be a resource that I might want to use to help me have a better understanding of the Davidic covenant. Now, we'll go back to our assignment. So what you're going to do is you're going to find articles and you're going to give what's known as an annotated bibliography. So an annotated bibliography is like this. You're going to have your citation, which is done in APA or MLA format. And if you have questions on how to do that, look up in Google this thing called Purdue OWL, Purdue OWL. And you can type in APA or MLA citations, and it gives you really good resources on how to format. And I've actually done one for a book that's good right here. And then underneath that is going to be the annotation. And the annotation is usually about 250 words for each article, for each book that you're doing. So I'm going to move myself up here, and let me give you an example of a bad one and an example of a good one. This is a bad one. This one right here, great citation. So the citation is perfect. The problem is the annotation. It doesn't tell me anything. I don't know about credibility. I don't know about reasoning, reliability. There's really not much I can really use to help me write a paper on the covenants in the Old Testament. So it's just not a good. This is not a good annotation. Now, a good one. Here's a good one right here. Once again, this is the author. Here's the title of the book. This is the city of the publisher. This is the publisher. And this is the year. That's for a book. If you're using an article from the internet, it's done a little bit different. Once again, look at Purdue OWL. It will help you. But here's where I want to focus as far as the annotation. Notice, written by a professor of East Asian Studies at Penn State. That's going to be credible, right? Because I have an individual who is a professor of East Asia Studies. I mean, so that's huge. I mean, he's going to be very reliable. Then notice he's done research, and I see that through endnotes and bibliography and other things. So that's going to be helpful. Notice his argument, his thesis. That's credible and is very helpful. There's a lot of other things that we find out in this as well. It allows us to have a really good understanding of how I can use this if I was talking about the geography of Vietnam. So this is an excellent source that you would, excellent annotation bibliography that I would use. Great citation, great annotation. So you'll want to do five of these for this week that are going to help you with your research paper, which is on how the covenants help us understand today, and also help us to understand how they relate to each other. As always, if I can help you, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to walk you through anything that you need help with. I look forward to reviewing your work. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm really proud of you, and thanks for all that you're doing. Take care.